Brainy Bites, a daily dose for self-improvement.
Hey there, lovely viewers. Welcome back to Brainy Bites, where we're all about boosting your confidence and well-being. Today is going to be a game changer because we're diving into a topic that affects us all: confidence. Yep, that inner superhero we all have, but sometimes, it could use a little pick-me-up. So, join me as we uncover 9 habits that might just be holding you back from unleashing your full potential. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll be armed with the knowledge to step into any room with that extra dose of self-assuredness. So, let's get started. Let's dive into the first habit that could be impacting your confidence: caring too much about others' opinions. You know, it's completely natural to want to be liked and respected by others. We're social creatures, after all. But here's the thing. When we start valuing other people's opinions above our own, and even start changing our behavior to fit what we think they want to see, it can do more harm than good. It's like handing over the reins of your self-worth to someone else. Let me give you an example. Imagine you've got this amazing idea for a project, something that truly excites you. But then, you start worrying about what your colleagues might think. Maybe you hold back or water down your idea, fearing it won't be well received. In doing so, you're putting your own creative genius on the back burner, all because of a worry about external opinions. Here's the thing, your opinion matters, too. It's crucial to trust your instincts and believe in your own capabilities. You've got a unique perspective and talents that deserve to shine. Remember, it's not about being reckless or disregarding valuable input from others. It's about finding that balance and recognizing that your voice is just as valuable in the conversation. So, let's take a step back from the constant worry of what others think, and start championing our own ideas and beliefs. Because at the end of the day, your self-worth should never be at the mercy of someone else's opinion. Now, let's move on to some real-life scenarios where this habit can really take a toll. Picture this: you're at a social gathering, and you catch yourself trying to fit into a certain mold, just to please a certain group of people. You might find yourself nodding along with conversations you don't resonate with, or suppressing your own interests and passions. Sound familiar? We've all been there. But in doing so, we're essentially telling ourselves that our authentic self isn't good enough. And that's simply not true. Your uniqueness is your superpower, and it deserves to be celebrated. So, let's shift our focus from seeking validation externally to recognizing our own worth and the value we bring to any situation. Remember, you are more than enough just as you are. Let's tackle the next confidence-draining habit, habit number 2, negative thinking and self-doubt. Now, we've all had those moments when that little voice in our head starts playing the doubt game. You know the one: it says you're not good enough, that you can't do something, or that you're not worthy of success. Well, that negative self-talk can be a real confidence killer. It's like having a constant critic on your shoulder, just waiting to shoot down your dreams and aspirations. Let me paint a picture. Say you're at work, and you're presented with a challenging task. Instead of approaching it with confidence and a can-do attitude, that negative voice starts chattering away, telling you that you're not up to the task. It's like a mental roadblock, preventing you from unleashing your full potential. But here's the thing, these thoughts are just that, thoughts. They don't define your capabilities or your worth. The good news is, we have the power to flip the script. Positive reframing and self-affirmations are like the secret weapons against this negative thinking. Instead of saying "I can't do this," try telling yourself, "I am capable, and I can tackle this challenge." It might feel a bit strange at first, but trust me, over time, it can truly shift your mindset and boost your confidence levels. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. Have you ever caught yourself in a cycle of negative self-talk? Maybe when you were about to take on a new project or face a personal challenge? It's perfectly normal, we all do it from time to time. But by recognizing it and consciously choosing to reframe those negative thoughts, you're taking a giant leap towards reclaiming your confidence. So, let's start celebrating our accomplishments and embracing our capabilities, one positive thought at a time. Remember, you are so much stronger and capable than those self-doubts would have you believe. Let's move on to another confidence buster, habit number 3, social media comparison. Alright, let's be real here, we've all fallen into the social media comparison trap at some point. You're scrolling through your feeds. And suddenly, you're bombarded with picture-perfect lives, epic adventures, and accomplishments that seem out of this world. It's easy to start measuring our own worth based on these highlight reels. But here's the catch, social media is just a snapshot. It's not the whole picture. You see, what we see on social media is often carefully curated, filtered, and edited. It's like looking at a highlight reel while missing out on the behind the scenes. We don't see the struggles, the doubts, and the unglamorous moments that every single one of us experiences. And yet, we compare ourselves to these seemingly perfect lives, forgetting that it's not a fair comparison. Here's the truth: your worth isn't determined by how your life looks in comparison to someone else's Instagram feed. It's about the journey you're on, the progress you're making, and the person you're becoming. So, let's all take a step back and remind ourselves that what we see online is just a fraction of someone's story. Instead of getting caught up in comparison, let's seek a more grounded perspective. Celebrate your own journey, with all its ups, downs, and in-betweens. Remember, you're writing your own story, and it's worth celebrating every step of the way. Let's move on to habit number 4, self-deprecating talk. Now, we've all been guilty of a little self-deprecating humor from time to time, haven't we? It's that tendency to downplay our achievements or talents, often in an attempt to be relatable or likable. But here's the thing: while it might get a chuckle, it's not doing your confidence any favors. Imagine this scenario: you're in a meeting, and you've just wrapped up a successful presentation. Instead of basking in the accomplishment, you throw in a self-deprecating remark like, "Oh, it was nothing, really." Now, it may seem harmless, but it sends a powerful message. It diminishes the value of your own efforts. It's like telling the world, "I'm not really as good as you think I am." But guess what? You are that good, and you deserve to acknowledge it. Now, let's clear something up: there's a difference between humility and self-deprecation. Being humble means recognizing your strengths without bragging or belittling others. On the other hand, self-deprecation is essentially selling yourself short. It's like having a treasure chest of talents, but refusing to open it because you're afraid of seeming boastful. So, let's strive for that sweet spot, a balanced, self-affirming communication style. Acknowledge your achievements with grace, and appreciate the skills and talents you bring to the table. Because you, my friend, are a force to be reckoned with. Remember, celebrating your achievements isn't about arrogance. It's about recognizing your worth. Let's address the next confidence-hindering habit, habit number 5, playing the blame game. Alright, let's be real, we've all found ourselves in situations we're not entirely thrilled about. It could be a job we're not particularly passionate about, or a project that's not going as planned. Now, it's completely natural to want to find reasons for why things aren't going the way we want them to. But here's the kicker: when we consistently point fingers and play the blame game, it's like giving away our power. Think about it. Instead of taking charge and finding solutions, we're handing over control to external factors. It's like saying, "It's not my fault, it's theirs." But here's the thing: that mindset chips away at our self-esteem and confidence. It plants the seed that we're not capable of handling challenges or making positive changes. So, let's shift the narrative. Instead of looking for someone or something to blame, let's take ownership of our situations. It's not about assigning fault, it's about empowering ourselves to find solutions. By proactively problem solving, we're taking a stand for our own potential and capabilities. Remember, you have the power to shape your own narrative, and that starts with owning your experiences and taking the reins of your confidence. Let's tackle the next confidence-diminishing habit, habit number 6, setting low expectations. Now, have you ever caught yourself saying something like, "I'm not very good at this, so don't expect too much"? It's a common tendency, but it's like shooting yourself in the foot when it comes to confidence. When we verbally disqualify ourselves, we're essentially telling others not to expect much from us. It's like setting the bar low before we've even had a chance to show what we're capable of. Here's the thing: when we set low expectations, we're not just affecting how others perceive us, but we're also undermining our own confidence. It's like we're putting a cap on our potential before we even start. But imagine the impact of projecting confidence and saying, "I've got this," or "I'm excited to give it my all." It not only inspires trust in others, but it also sets a positive tone for how we approach challenges. So, here's a little nugget of wisdom: recognize and affirm your own value. You are capable of achieving great things, and you have unique strengths that deserve recognition. Let's stop disqualifying ourselves and start showing up with the confidence that reflects our true potential. Remember, you have the power to exceed even your own expectations. Let's move on to habit number 7, believing you have nothing to contribute. Now, have you ever been in a group conversation, and that little voice inside says, "Maybe I shouldn't say anything, they probably won't find it interesting"? It happens to the best of us. It's this fear of not being interesting or smart enough that can hold us back from fully participating. But here's the thing: when we believe we have nothing to contribute, we're selling ourselves short. This self-limiting belief not only impacts how we engage in conversations, but it also chips away at our confidence. It's like telling ourselves that our thoughts and ideas aren't valuable. But let me tell you, that couldn't be further from the truth. Every single person brings a unique perspective and insight to the table. Your experiences, your knowledge, and your voice matter. So, let's challenge that belief. Instead of holding back, let's actively participate and share our thoughts. Trust that what you have to say is valuable and worth hearing. Embrace self-expression, even if it feels a bit intimidating at first. The more you practice, the more confidence you'll build in your own voice. Remember, you have a wealth of wisdom and ideas to contribute, and the world deserves to hear them. In wrapping up, we've covered some powerful habits that can either bolster or break down your confidence. From caring too much about others' opinions to setting low expectations, these are areas we can all work on. I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on which of these habits might resonate with you. And consider how you can make positive changes in your own life. Remember, every step towards building confidence is a step towards a more empowered, authentic you. I want to extend a huge thank you for joining us today. Your time and attention mean the world to us. If you found this video helpful, please don't hesitate to like and share it. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more insightful content on building confidence and personal growth. Your support truly fuels our mission to empower individuals like you. And before you go, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave us a comment down below and share your experiences or any other habits you've identified in your own journey towards confidence. Your feedback is incredibly valuable to us. Until next time, keep believing in yourself and stepping into your greatness.